Looks like the boys changed their mind.
I don't know how I'll ever be able to thank you.
Don't bother about that. It wasn't any trouble. I was coming this way anyway. That fellow over there won't bother you anymore, miss. Well, I got the driver. Give me a hand. We'll put him inside.
Steve won't be very happy about the way this turned out.
I never did like any part of it. I don't mind muscling cattle and holding up stages. But when it comes to grabbing women, it's bad business. It's too much like sticking your fist into a hornet's nest.
You're paid to do what you're told, not what you like.
Yeah, and we're the ones that stretches ropes that backfires.
Hello, Jed. Stage is a little late, isn't it?
Yes, and I'm worried on account of all the holdups we've had lately. Linda's been visiting her Aunt Martha. She was coming home on today's stage.
Well, you've got a right to feel uneasy. Why don't you get rid of all that worry and send out to me? I'll gamble beating that gang of outlaws.
Well, let's not go into that anymore. I told you flatly I'm not selling out. Some of those mines back in the hills are looking pretty good. And if this country should have a boom, my franchise will be worth a fortune.
If you go broke in the meantime, why...
That's a chance I'll take. Something's wrong. It's a stranger driving.
Somebody get the sheriff. Got a couple of dead men inside.
Dad, we were held up. Mr. Carson saved me from being a prisoner.
Mister, you've made a friend for life.
That wasn't much of a job. And the bad men you got around here don't seem to relish gun smoke very much.
Let's go into the office until the sheriff gets here. I sure feel sorry for Tim, the driver. He was a good man. Everyone liked him.
Yeah, it's tough. Tell me, have you had much of this trouble?
Too much. Outlaws are making it almost impossible for me to operate. They're too smart for the sheriff. That one you brought in is the first one to be knocked over.
From what I saw of Mr. Carson in action, I'd say he'd be very discouraging to the outlaws if he was working for the express company.
See, that's a good idea. How about it?
No, thanks. I don't like tying myself down to any one job. My feet get itchy.
You're not afraid to take the job, are you?
No, miss, I don't think so. But you know, making a business chasing outlaws is the best way I know of to keep from growing old.
I'd be glad to have you take the job. Of course, it's your own business, whether you do or not. But I'm still in your debt for what you've already done. Hello, Steve. Well, we didn't do so good.
You're telling me? If you brought that girl in, we'd had Bowen over a barrel and he'd have to sell out.
Well, we done the best we could.
Maybe so, but that wasn't anything to brag about. Carson made the remark that you boys didn't relish gunsmoke. It looks like I've got to find someone to show you daffodils how to put up a fight. Just heard of someone in jail over at Cherokee who'd fill the bill.
Yeah? Friend of yours?
No, I don't know him except by reputation. His name is Matt Brawley. He's a plenty tough killer.
Well, if he's so tough, how come they've got him in jail?
Some woman double-crossed him for the reward. Filled him full of liquor and then turned him over to the sheriff. He got away with a lot of money and a couple of bank holdups. Never did find the money. Say, maybe I've got something. If we got him out of jail, he could be a lot of help to us. If we're smart, find out where he hid that money.
I suppose we just mosey over to Cherokee and ask the sheriff real polite to let him out of jail.
I don't care how you do it. Get him out, that's all.
Sheriff, I've come to the conclusion that I'm just wasting my life here in Cherokee.
Then why don't you join the circus?
No, I'm talking serious. I ought to go someplace where I can spread out and do big things and become important.
Yeah? Well, in the meantime, you keep your eye on things around here while I'm gone. I've got an important prisoner in there.
You ain't got nothing to worry about as long as I'm on the job. Who ever heard of an important prisoner?
We'll walk right into that sheriff's office, take them a surprise, and be out of town before they get organized.
We hope.
Hey, Sheriff, come in here.
What do you want?
Where's the sheriff?
We stepped out for a while. Just make yourself at home if you feel like waiting.
Very funny. Hey, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Looks like I'll never have a chance to use that money from the bank holder.
Don't take much thinking, I know that.
That's what I mean. I never expected to get out of here. Well, if I knew anybody I could trust to dig up that money and give it back to the people I took it from, I'd feel a lot easier.
Say, do you really mean that?
Sure I do. Say, you're just the man to do it for me.
Well, you can trust me with anything.
I believe I can. Let me shake the hands of an honest man.
Yeah.
Fuzzy!
I'm in here, Sheriff.
What are you doing in there? Where's Matt Brawley?
He bamboozled me and got away. If you let me out of here, I'll help you catch him.
You ossified idiot. After all of the trouble I had landing Matt Brawley, you let him get away. You'll stay right in there till I catch him again if it takes 20 years. You haven't got enough brains to fill a thimble. And if I think of anything more, I'll come back and tell you about it.
It's a long time.
Come on, Matt, you're taken out of here.
Well, look, fellas,
Come on.
I don't know.
We got no time to argue.
Hurry up.
Don't worry about him. He'll be out for an hour.
Well, much obliged, boys.
Hey, come here. You're going with us. Get on that horse. That sheriff at Cherokee can't bother us now. We crossed the state line.
Yeah, we didn't hit nothing but the high spots. Well, now, if you boys got anything to do, go right ahead and do it. Don't let me stop you.
We figured on you joining up with us. We can cut you in on a position that'll make you plenty, and we need a gunfighter like you.
I heard that Matt Brawley was 100 proof foreign brimstone, but you don't look so tough to me.
Well, looks have got nothing to do with it. Listen, Matt Brawley's got plenty of killings to his credit. For my money, he don't have to look beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good and like of beauty ain't no handicap.
It would be kind of funny if I wasn't Matt Brawley, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't be funny to you. We took a long chance in springing you out of the calaboose.
I was just supposing.
Well, I suppose we keep traveling. But you won't make any mistake if you string along with us.
Don't pick up the payroll, Hank. Wait a minute. Hello, Carson.
Howdy.
Sure you won't change your mind about riding guard?
No, thanks. I'm a quiet and peaceable man. Fighting outlaws is not my dish.
All right, Hank, start rolling.
Get up.
You know, it's funny the outlaws are riding you so hard, and from all I hear, no one else is being bothered very much.
They haven't time for anyone else. They're too busy wrecking my business.
That's what makes it so funny. Seems like a personal grudge.
Well, I haven't an enemy in the world that I know about.
Well, maybe there are a few that you don't know about.
Hello, Jed. Looks like you're headed for more trouble.
What do you mean?
Well, I just heard Matt Brawley escaped from jail over at Cherokee and is headed this way. He's poisoned. He could give a rattlesnake the first bite and still win.
Why shake hands with Matt Brawley? Guess you've all heard of him. We're mighty glad to have him join up with us.
Hello, Fuzzy. You're kind of straight off your home range, haven't you?
Hey, what does he mean, fuzzy?
I don't know. You made a mistake, mister. I don't know you.
Don't know me. You gone loco, Fuzzy?
Are you hunting for trouble? When I say you made a mistake, that's what I mean, and don't give me no argument. I might think you was calling me a liar.
I'm sorry to have bothered you, mister. I mistook you for a scatterbrained maverick named Fuzzy Jones. Hasn't got sense enough to come in out of the rain. Generally up to his ears in a mess of trouble. Excuse me.
Vic wanted to give him a whirl, so don't spoil his fun.
All right, cut it out. Don't come around here hunting for trouble. I won't stand for that.
I never hunt for trouble. I'm a quiet and peaceable man.
Yeah, so I've noticed.
Steve, take hands with Matt Brawley.
Are you Matt Brawley?
That's what the man said.
Well, spread out and make yourself at home. I don't think anybody around here will be stepping on your toes.
They hadn't better.
Steve Kirby's a good man to have for a friend.
I got a friend here that I can always count on. Holy
Well, I never saw that beat for high-class gunslinging.
smoke. You ain't seen nothing yet. Maybe someday I'll show you some first-class gunslinging.
I'd like to see that. If you use Carson for a target.
Hey, bartender, fill up some of your first-class bourbon here. Lay it out there where I can get at it. Come on, boys, step right on up here. Come on, get in there. Yeah.
Coming up.
What's the matter? Are you worried about something?
No, not worried, just puzzled. You know, I've just seen a rabbit acting like a wildcat. I can't figure out why.
Maybe that's his idea of having a good time.
Could be.
We have a cozy little nest where we operate from. We'll take you up there this afternoon.
I ain't clear set in my mind whether I want to join up with any outfit or not. I generally work alone.
Oh, now listen. We broke our necks to be friendly to you. You'd hurt our feelings if you didn't join up with us.
Yeah, we never did like to have our feelings hurt.
Well, I'll think it over.
Well, here's how.
I know how.
Bert, you and Sam unsaddle the horses and put them in the shed. How's this? Private hotel all to ourselves. Not bad, huh?
You're flying pretty high.
Come on upstairs. Sit down, Matt. Hey, Matt. Sit down.
Oh, yeah. Sit down.
Now, you stick with us and you wear diamonds. We're after big stuff, and the way the boss has it planned, we can't miss.
Oh, where is the boss? I always do business with a head man.
Not with him, you don't. He's big-hearted and keeps out of sight, so we can get all the glory.
That double-crossing female that turned you over to sheriff didn't get the money from all them bank jobs, did she?
Well, what do you think? Do I look like a half-wit? Don't you answer that.
I'll bet you were smart enough to have it planted out of harm's way. Naturally, you'll want to go dig it up. Now that we're partners, you can count on us to go along with you in case you get in any trouble.
I don't see where there's any hurry about that.
Of course there is. You can't enjoy money unless it's in your pocket. Besides, you're taking the chance that some dishonest person might come along and find it. Can't ring by itself.
Hey, have you been bothered much with ghosts lately?
Oh, there ain't any ghosts around here.
Well, the family could have moved in, and if they did, I sure don't want to crowd them.
Hey, look at this. A Slade rat could have knocked that over.
Well, that could have been it. This place is swarming with rats, but we better take a look around anyhow.
Billy, am I glad to see you.
Talk fast. What's going on?
Well, they think I'm Matt Brawley, a rootin' tootin' desperado. They got me cut in on a big proposition, and they won't take no for an answer.
What are they cooking up, Buzz?
That I don't know yet.
You're in a good spot to learn all the answers.
Yeah, and I'm a good spot to get my head shot off, too.
What's the difference? You never use it for anything.
Well, I gotta have someplace to put my hat.
Hey, I thought I heard you talking to someone.
I got a habit of talking to myself sometimes.
You better watch out, mister. They say that's the first sign of going loco.
Hey, you and Vic have been doing a lot of talking. You ain't said nothing.
What are you driving at?
Well, let's get down to Cason's. What is this proposition of yours that's going to pay off so big?
We're all set to skim the cream off this country, and we're starting by taking over the express company.
Express company? How you...
Come on upstairs and I'll tell you all about it. On your feet as a day-old calf.
Yeah, when a man trips, he falls down. That can happen to anybody. Who'd you tangle with?
Carson. And I'd like to know why he's hanging around here. We got to get rid of him right away. That'll be a good job for you.
Who, me?
Why, sure. If what I hear about you is true, you're an ace gunslinger.
But I ain't mad at him.
What's that got to do with it? He may come snooping around here and cause us some trouble, but he won't if he's planted. Now, that's all.
Hello, Miss Bowen.
Why, hello, Mr. Kirby. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing at all. I thought maybe I might be able to do something for you.
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
Your daddy is being pig-headed and refusing to sell. Everybody can see that he's going broke.
He has a right to do what he pleases with his own business.
Well, of course, every man has a right to be foolish if he wants to be. But I thought maybe if you'd persuade him to sell out, why, he might be able to save something out of the wreck. I'm willing to gamble that I can make a go of this business.
How come you're so big-hearted, Mr. Kirby? Seldom find anyone so anxious to pick up a hot potato.
Why don't you mind your own business and get out of here?
I don't like to be shoved around, mister. I came in here feeling friendly, and he started shoving me around.
You came in here shooting off your face about something that wasn't your business.
Can't you take a joke?
I can take a joke, all right. But you won't like the way I hand it back to you.
I can't understand why he flies off the handle so easy.
It looked to me as if you were trying to start a fight. And I'll thank you to have no more brawls in here.
I had no quarrel with him. Why should I start a fight?
Just plain cussedness, maybe. I don't know. I'm not interested in your reasons.
You can't figure 'em out. I'm her dad, and she's got me going around in circles half the time.
I guess having a girl around all the time would be quite disturbing to a man's peace of mind. Mr. Bowen, I heard talk there's an organized gang trying to wreck the express company.
Why?
Well, so that they can gather up the pieces, put them back together again.
Say, that would make sense. The Aztec mine payroll is coming through in a day or so. If they get that, I'm finished.
I've made up my mind to deal myself in, if you don't mind.
Mine? I'll be mighty glad to have you.
How about you?
I thought I heard something. I come down to take a look, and I got all tangled up in the furniture.
I hope you're not getting restless on account of that payroll I told you about.
I can't see why that would make me restless.
Of course not. You wouldn't figure to ditch us and grab it all by yourself, would you?
Hey, are you calling me a double-crosser?
No, I didn't call any names. I just asked you a question, that's all.
He's got brains. He knows he can never get away with a fool trick like that.
There's an answer to your question. Now, come on, let's get upstairs and tend to business.
Okay, as far as I know.
Some of the boys from the Aztec are already getting warmed up for payday. Well, if they're not disappointed, they might get mean about it.
I don't know any good reason why they should be disappointed.
What's the matter, dear?
Well, maybe I was a fool to trust everything to Carson the way I did. We don't really know anything about him.
Oh, I don't think you've made a mistake. There are times when I wanted to box his ears, too, but somehow I can't help feeling complete confidence in Billy Carson.
Well, I hope you're right, honey, because everything depends on him now.
stage will be along any minute. We got no time to be picking wildflowers.
I was just kind of fixing the lay of the land in my mind.
Never mind about that. We'll see that you don't get lost.
Yeah, there might come a time when you won't be around here.
Come on, let's get going.
Yeah, let's get going.
Here, this way.
Come on, down. Yeah, sure.
The smoothest job I ever saw, bar none.
I suppose they recognized me and figured it was no use to put up a fight.
Hey, pass her up here. I'll take care of her.
Oh, we won't bother to lug that box around. I got a better idea. Iron washers. We've been robbed.
Hey, if that's your idea of a big proposition, I've been wasting my time. I can get that stuff in any hardware store.
Take it on in, Hank. And remember, don't talk. Let him guess what happened. Maybe the boss of that outfit will tip his hand.
We'll be careful. Get up.
They all seem pretty anxious for the stage to show. So am I.
Here it comes, boys. This must be it.
Nice work, Gus. I'm glad you got through all right. Be ready for you in a minute, boys.
For me, brother. Yeah, I'd like to get mine right now.
I'm sorry you don't care to go with me.
I'd be glad to go with you, but I'm busy.
Busy?
Yeah, I got a lot of thinking to do.
I suppose you would find that very exhausting.
What's the matter with you fellas? Can I depend on you to do anything? Why didn't you grab that payroll?
Somebody put over a fast one. We took express box off the stage, but it was filled with iron washers.
But it doesn't make sense. I saw the stage come in, they had the express box with them. I'm not fooling around any longer. I'm going to get some fast action.
I hear that some half-baked maverick is strutting around here claiming to be me.
Is that right? Well, who are you?
The name is Matt Brawley.
Matt Brawley. Did you say your name was Matt Brawley?
Yeah, Matt Brawley. And when I meet up with that hombre, there'll only be one of me around here.
Well, that should be enough.
It sure is. That's all any one town can hold.
Howdy, partner. Did you say your name was Matt Brawley?
That's right. You want to make something of it?
No, on the contrary, I thought I might be able to do you a favor.
Hey, Steve, what about Carson hanging around here?
I don't like you, and I don't want you hanging around my place.
That makes me very unhappy, Mr. Kirby.
You're apt to feel more unhappy if you don't drag yourself out of town.
You're beginning to spread yourself out over quite a bit of territory. I wouldn't touch that gun if I were you. You know, I'm plenty easy to get along with. I'm a quiet and peaceable man.
He says he's a peaceable man, but you didn't seem so anxious to tangle with him.
He'll be taken care of if he gets in our way. We'll name the time and the place. A fella calling himself Matt Brawley just joined up with the boys. Maybe you'd like to talk to him.
I sure would.
You will. Come on, let's have a drink. Hey, Jackie.
Hello, Jed.
Hi, Billy.
You know, I think Steve Kirby's the man who's been trying to wreck your business.
Well, I'll have a showdown with him right now.
Now, wait a minute. Take it easy. We've got to get the proof first. See you later. A friend of mine is apt to find himself out on the end of a limb. I got to go and shove a mattress under him.
I might be able to do you a favor. Been using your name. He can also put you in line for a cut and a nice juicy melon. That is, if you're interested.
There's nothing I'd like better.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Hey, Steve, that Bowen girl rode out of town just as I came in.
If you should happen to meet up with her, why...
I'll try to keep her from feeling lonesome. What do you say we drag out of here?
I'm with you.
What are you trying to do? Jump your room rent?
What are you trying to do? Give me heart failure?
Of course not.
Well, you didn't miss it any more than that's eyebrow.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk. Come on.
Now they got me mixed up in a stage holdup, and I'm getting out of here. Say, were you that Indian in the wagon that passed us on the road?
Yeah.
I thought so. That was a pretty slick trick, and you should have seen their faces when they opened that strong box. I tell you, Billy, I'm getting away from here. They still think that I'm Matt Brawley, and they're putting the pressure on me to dig up some money that I ain't even got.
That'd be pretty difficult, Fuzz.
Difficult? It's plumb impossible. And they're getting mighty nasty about it.
By the way, Fuzz, there was a fella in town looking for you.
Yeah? Who is he?
He said his name was Matt Brawley.
Oh, I ain't got no trouble with that. Who you say?
Matt Brawley.
Matt Brawley? Holy smoke. I'm making tracks for Cherokee. There ain't much of a town, but I'd rather be alive there than dead any place else.
Come back here. Now, we got work to do, Fuzz. I got an idea. Listen to me. And when we go back there, you see...
What's the matter? Looks like we've hit the jackpot. You can be a big help to us in the business deal.
Why should I help you in a business deal?
Because I say so.
Your voice sounds familiar. You were one of the men that held up the stage.
Maybe I was and maybe I wasn't. But what I say still goes. You're coming with us.
You must be crazy if you think you can get away with this.
Let me worry about that. You just keep quiet and do as you're told.
First thing we got to do is find a way to tie Steve Kirby in with that gang before we crack down on him. We can't leave her there, Fuzz.
I thought I was going to get out of here with a whole skin, but my luck's petered out on me.
Would you like to climb on your horse and hightail it out of here?
Yes, but I ain't going to do it.
Good. Let's go back to work.
Where's that tin horn imitation of a bad man?
You mean Matt Brawley?
There's the real Matt Brawley.
Did he play us for suckers?
That won't make no difference in a little while. Where is he?
Upstairs, I suppose. He didn't come down through here.
Show him to me.
What did you bring me here for?
We got an idea. We'd like to go into the express business, and you could persuade your father to deed the place over to us.
He'll never do that.
He might, if he gets worried enough about you. Now go on upstairs. We'll see that you stay nice and cozy.
We can't find him. He's gone.
That's not so good.
You're telling me.
We'll keep searching for him. You come with me, Joe. Get in there.
That fellow on the loose, he might do some talking. What won't do us no good. And with her on her hand, this place ain't safe no more. I say we better get out.
Well, maybe so, but we better make sure first that we can't find him. He might still be hanging around here somewhere. Sit down. We'll make sure that you don't do any disappearing act.
Now, you remember what I told you.
Yeah, and them may be your last words, or mine.
Must have seen me when I rode up and crawled in a hole someplace.
There he is, down yonder. Let's go get him. like he got away. We'd better go back to the roost and move out.
She's upstairs.
Hey, I'll have you out of here in a jiffy. Holy smoke! I'll be back in a minute.
See if the girl got away.
You stay here. I'll go down the back way and take a look around outside.
Just in time, Fuzz. Nice work.
Hey, you didn't do so bad yourself. Hey, come out around the corner. I got something I want to show you. All right. Move out.
Hey! Get me out of here! Hey, somebody! Hey! Get me out of here! Cut me down!
You don't look so tough from this angle.
Cut me down out of here!
All right, I'll cut you down.
These are the boys had so much fun robbing stages, Jed. Took a little persuading, but Vic has agreed to tell us all about the plan to wreck your business. This town's sure going to be surprised to find out who was in back of the whole thing. Go on, Vic. Tell them about it.
Sure, I'll tell you. Why shouldn't he swing with the rest of us? The man behind this whole thing is...
Hey, no, you don't. No, you don't. Get back there before I cloud up the snow all over you. So, it was Steve Kirby.
Yeah, I guess he won't be causing you any more trouble. So I'll be saying goodbye.
You're not leaving, are you?
You know, Fuzzy caused me a lot of worry when he starts wandering around. Eased my mind plenty to see him safe back in Cherokee.
Here's your tough killer, Sheriff. Took me a little longer than I expected, but I fetched him back. You know, I'm just wasting my time here in Cherokee. I should go someplace where I could spread out and be important.
Hold it.
Sure spread out in a hurry. Come on, boys. I'll let you know if he ever gets to be important. So long, Sheriff.
Hello.